So welcome everybody. Again, I am Johnny. I am the National Brand Educator for Beautytap North America, based out of sunny California on the edge of Hollywood in our head office. I want to welcome you to one of our weekly live events. This is our Beautytap Talks series, where we bring on some of our amazing global brands to showcase their amazing products, why we brought them to beautytap.com and answer your questions. We bring on brand experts that can dive deep into all the concerns. Sometimes it's about skincare, sometimes it's about makeup. Today, it's about hair care and beautiful premium hair, understanding professional hair care, high-grade masks, and we're going to answer all your questions. So you sadly are on mute, and I will mute you if I need to. It just happens. So apologies to our special guest I'm about to announce, because I may mute you, so just watch out for that. But before we get started, I will make sure we got everybody in the classroom. We want to make sure that with these events, we answer your questions. So I will try my hardest. If we don't have an answer, we will get it for you. So find that chat function. Today, we are going to dive deep into our current fall assortment, now that it's fall, of products from the featured brand. Today, premium hair care brought to you by Christophe Robin. So we actually are showcasing one of our beautiful British brands. It's been kind of a month of beautiful brands from the UK. We've had Ico, we've had Ilamasqua. So hey, we're loving our friends over there. So we are going to not only showcase the products, talk about the products, show texture shots, because everybody loves a Texture Tuesday shot, right? We are also going to answer questions product by product. So if you ask a question, please do me a favor. Be very specific in what you're asking, because I may get to your question later in the chat and I may not know what you're talking about. So mention the product, mention deep questions, burning questions you have, so we can answer them, and I will try my hardest to get to them. I do pretty good with getting to them. All of these products are offered on beautytap.com. If you're connected to one of our amazing beauty advisors, they have amazing incentives for you. So reach out to them. At the end of this call, not only are we giving away products, but we are also having an exclusive discount. So with these events, we're able to offer some discounts that we don't offer to our whole platform. So you have about a whole week to use them. So at the end, we'll give you an exclusive code to get. Today, it's going to be 10% off of everything from our featured brand, Christophe Robin. So we ready to get started? I see a few in the waiting room. Let's admit them. So let's get started. I mentioned the brand, beautiful Christophe Robin, and we have brought an amazing expert, the national educator, sales expert. She knows everything about hair. She dresses beautiful. She matches some of the packaging today. Thank you so much, Sarah, for coming onto our call and being my partner in hair crimes here.
Absolutely. Such a pleasure to be here.
So, Sarah, we have heard the shouts, the lust for amazing hair care from not only our community of beauty lovers, but from our community of beauty experts. We have beauty experts on Beautytap, and we brought different brands. We brought this brand over because Christophe himself is well-renowned within Fashion Week. He knows what he's doing. He's a professional colorist, but also he really loves beautiful ingredients. And that mindset of, if I take care of myself, just put a little time aside to do a hair mask or color my hair, it not only makes me feel better, it gives confidence, and it's me taking the time to do something for myself. And he just lives for women, and that's one reason he loves hair care, because it connects them with women, making them feel better about themselves. So tell me a little bit about the brand. I want to know more about this brand. I want to know a little bit about Christophe and why we all should love it.
Absolutely. There's so much to love about this brand, all starting with, the founder, Christophe Robin. So he is a French colorist, and I want to, emphasize the colorist aspect, because a lot of our hair care that's in the industry now is usually found by stylists or, scientists. We take a more natural approach and direct it more towards color and healthy hair over the long term. Christophe started his career at a very early age. He is always using the best ingredients. There's a lot of things, like I said, on the market now that can be found by science or some man-made ingredients. These are all natural products found in all over the world. So all of our products are actually made in Italy. In a skincare factory in Italy. So we take that skin to hair care approach. And we have these really beautiful, unique, and luxurious textures, which I know we'll go over later in the program. So Christophe's motto is always, healthy hair cannot exist without good care, right? There's not a lot of potions out there that you can take a pill and have good hair, or you can use one time and, use a mask one time and boom, you have healthy hair. This is healthy hair over the long term. So a lot of our products are, like we mentioned, these really unique, amazing, luxurious textures, and they come in these beautiful little jars. Cannot stress enough to you guys, a little bit goes a long way. So once you get into these textures and you see these jars, you're going to want to take one big scoop. But I'm telling you, a little bit goes a long way. So, and like we said, going back to Christophe, he has over 30 years of hair experience. He's been a colorist for more than 30 years. He has his salon, currently in Paris, and focuses on making women feel beautiful and through hair color, whatever, color that may be. And again, going back to that natural approach, using only the best ingredients that are sourced from around the world.
For so many women and men, hair is their centerpiece, right? You want to show it off. You want to love that glow. But also for some of us, it's the time we take just putting the hair mask on that lets us restart. So I love hair mask. I love, especially, we even dive deep into that. He focuses on health of scalp also, the treatment, the healthy ingredients within the scalp. I think he did an amazing job with this assortment, and it's our fall curation, so we don't have everything from Christophe on Beautytap.com, but we have the favorite products. So please, in that chat function, start asking questions. I'll pull them up. I will try every single product, and we're going to go over our fall hair assortment for Christophe Robin. So ask those questions. I'm going to tell you what the product is. Sarah's going to talk about each product, who they're for, what they do for you, and maybe even some ingredients. There's a lot of them, but hey, we'll mention some of our favorite ones there, as they're very ingredient driven. Sound good? And on some of our products, I'll even show you some texture shots, because who doesn't want that? But I can't show it for everyone. Can't promise that. But I will definitely show you for these first products. My favorite products, I feel just the epitome of amazing, premium, beautiful, professional hair care, which is hair treatment mask. Okay, so my first product, I'm not going to dive into all of them, but kind of the category, and we'll kind of hint on each of them. But I want to show you these close up and then have Sarah tell us a little bit about these. So, sorry guys, take myself off cam, and we're going to the infamous product shop cam. So Sarah, just in general, these masks, they're all different, but how long do you use them? Let's hit on each of them, who they're for. We have 3 of them curated for this season.
Yeah, so the first one, that's kind of that really fun color, that almost mud color. That is our Volumizing paste. It's a shampoo paste. So this is actually a clay to foam shampoo for volume. Now, there are lots of volumizing shampoos on the market. We have our own volumizing shampoo with rose extracts, which we love. This is taking volumizing shampoo to the next level. So if you have fine hair like me, or also a scalp that tends to get a little bit more oily than normal, this clay will just lather beautifully right as you put it onto your scalp, really massage into your scalp, and it's going to absorb all of those excess oils, giving you this amazing volume. Normally when we want volume, we always go towards an alcohol or a silicone-based styling product, which we love to call the souffle effect, because after a few hours, your hair just goes right back down. These results you're going to have are going to last for days. So instead of shampooing your hair every day or every other day, you're going to get longer intervals between your shampoo. So it is a treatment mask. It is a clay to foam shampoo. So you're going to use this as your shampoo.
So I love that it's a shampoo mask, especially with clay-based masks. We don't hear about that a lot within the hair care field. But I love the balance of being able to get the excess sebum and oil and grit and pollution that we don't want in the hair, but it washes away into a foam. So we would say, because it's a shampoo, how many times a week can we use that?
So you can use this as, and I say this with a little bit of caution, daily shampoo. Now, we do not recommend you to wash your hair daily, no matter how oily your scalp may get. The more often you're washing your hair and your scalp, the more oil your scalp is going to produce. So that's why we have this amazing clay to foam, because that clay, like I said, is going to absorb those impurities and that oil off your scalp, giving you those longer intervals. So if you, again, fine hair, we tend to wash very often, maybe more than 4 times a week. I would say use this as your shampoo 2 to 3 times per week.
Great. Okay, and I'm going to let everybody start asking questions, but let's move on to the next mask. And we're going to spend a little more time because these masks are so amazing. So this is one of the Creme de la Creme masks. So this is your beautiful prickly pear seed oil mask. So I'm just moved from Texas. We love prickly pear out there to drink and to eat. But what does it do for your hair? Who is this for? How many times a week should we use it? And I love that I swear this matches you. Like you should have it all around you, like your beautiful dress, your flower.
Thanks. It is, like you said, the creme de la creme of our line and our range. This mask is really for all hair types. Especially for those who are, again, color treated, dry, damaged, frizzy. Prickly pear oil is such an amazing ingredient because it has so many different benefits. It's going to help smooth hair. It's going to help any damage. Prickly pear oil is actually it's an ancestral ingredient that's been around for a very, very long time. There are, it's commonly used in Morocco for Berber women who are exposed to the sun and harsh, elements, and they actually put prickly pear oil on their face. So we took it to the next level and put it in our hair care to really help protect your hair from any external factors. It's going to help, again, that dry, damaged, color-treated hair, but again, great for all hair types. So as you can see, and as Jardine was, moving the spoon in that jar, it's very concentrated. A little bit of this goes a long way. Super rich, not heavy. It's not going to weigh your hair down. But the best part, my favorite part about this is that you can put it on and leave it on for 2 minutes, or you can leave it on as a true hair mask for, an hour or 2, you're still going to have the same results. This is instant. Something that I always loved when Christophe talked about was the Parisian lifestyle and how, women really took a full day each week to pamper themselves and, take the time for themselves. So they would put on a face mask, put on a hair mask, soak in the bath for a little while. Here in the US, we don't really have that luxury. We're always go, go, go. So I love that this mask can really be altered to your lifestyle. So 2 minutes, you're still gonna get those amazing results. And it's really just gonna smooth out any impurities, any damage. One more thing before we move on is I love that you can put this on your scalp. So sometimes, you know, when we do all these things, we curl our hair, we do chemical treatments, sometimes our scalp gets abused. This can actually be applied directly on your scalp, and that prickly pear oil is also going to help soothe any itchiness, redness, irritations, anything.
Perfect for those with deeper dry hair, those with thicker coarse hair, those who have maybe some of that natural frizz there. I love that it is definitely like a diamond ring in a jewelry box. So it comes with this beautiful packaging. And one note I will say is for those who love beautiful fragrance products, everything here is the ingredients you smell. They're very clean, very natural. I don't want to say herbal because they're not herbal, but you definitely smell the beautiful wood oils in this. You smell within this the rose. We're about to get to your number one product, the salt scrub, and you smell the ocean. And these are fragrances that are not overwhelming. They're fragrances that won't tickle the nose for those who are sensitive, but they will have that, again, back to the Parisian lifestyle, that air, that you have a whole regimen to get you ready throughout the day, to walk the catwalk or just walk to get a baguette down the street on the Champs-Élysées or Avenue Montaigne. Okay, I know we're spending a little bit more time on masks, but they're just so darn good. I have to talk about them. So let's finish off with your beautiful purifying scrub. That's a sea salt scrub. I want to dive into this because it's one of our favorites. And then if there's any questions, guys, ask them in the chat function.
So this is another one of those shampoo treatments, shampoo masks. This is by far everybody's favorite product. It's our hero product. Everyone loves it. If you've ever tried a scalp detoxifier or a scalp scrub, this one is by far the most superb out on the market. I can't even explain. It is, the texture is so rich. It's this really, really nice, sea salt texture, so the big sea salt crystals. And the reason that we use sea salt in this is, one, because it actually, dissolves with water, but your scalp is also absorbing all of those sea minerals. So this one you'll see is, again, a very pasty texture. What you want to do for application is kind of spread it out throughout your scalp and concentrate on your scalp. Give yourself a really nice scalp massage. As you massage with water, this is going to turn again into that foam to give you that deep, deep clean. Your scalp, it has this weird sensation, this beautiful sensation after you use it. It's almost like a squeaky clean feeling. So perfect for honestly, all hair types, but especially for those who have any scalp impurities. If you have itchiness, dandruff, eczema, all the things that sometimes we're a little embarrassed to talk about with our hairdressers, this is the shampoo for you. Again, sea salt is going to really get in there and cleanse any impurities, especially too if you use a lot of hair styling products. We often don't think about the effects of styling products, where they can tend to have buildup and leave residues. We sleep at night with all of those residues in our scalp. What are we doing to wash away all of that excess? So using the Scalp Detox shampoo, I would say once a week is enough. And then you're definitely going to want to mask or condition afterwards. So if you think about, the sea, going back to natural, think about the ocean. When you have those waves, you get all of those bubbles that come, with the sea salt, because sea salt is a natural sulfate. So yes, there is sulfates in this. It's the natural sea salt that's in there. But you're not going to get any other shampoo that's going to cleanse your scalp, you know, as much as this one does. I promise. You have to try it. You'll absolutely love it.
And this is a perfect product for the guys on Facebook, the guys on the call. You could be one who shaves your head to even utilize it because it is of that natural base, and there is balancing ingredients, so it's not just pure sea salt, to do before you shave the face or shave the legs. Not only is sea salt just a natural cleanser, rich in minerals and phytonutrients, it is also a hair follicle stimulator. So it will actually help lift the hair follicle, which is great not only for volume, but also for shaving. Gotta shave your leg, gotta shave your head, you know? Just a weird way to use it, but hey, you know, the smell of all of these are beautiful. The textures are beautiful with these. I just can't like get over how amazing they feel, amazing how they smell. And for me, I've all for you guys on the call, especially our advisors, they hear this too much, but I have very dry scalp. My family has psoriasis and eczema, and this does so great for the scalp because even though we mentioned the Rasuli mud in the Rose Volumizing Mask or pure sea salt in this mask, it's not drying at all because it's balanced with very good hydrating ingredients. Christophe obviously knew, like, I want it to look good, I want it style, I want to be able to comb and blow out that hair great. But also he was caring about the client's needs, which not professional lines don't always care about the long-term needs. And I think Christophe does a good job with both of them. So cool stuff, right? I love the mask. I noticed one of our beauty experts, Tracy, says she's been using it twice a week and it helps with the smoke in the air. Over here on the West Coast, we have a lot of lovely smoke going on right now, so I can see that detoxing for sure. Ashley asked a question, are these safe for those who may be trying to replace a medicated shampoo? I would say for that question, it's not going to replace the medication, especially if we're dealing with, I mean, it depends on the medicated shampoo, right? But if we're doing a medicated shampoo for dandruff, it's not going to replace something like that. That is a treatment, but it definitely can help, especially with the salt scrub, and a balanced hair treatment routine will help just get rid of some of the dandruff and also make the hair look good. What do you say to that, Sarah? Any notes there?
Yeah, I'm totally in line with you. I wouldn't say replace necessarily. Definitely test a small area first before you do your whole head. But, you know, this has been proven to help with any of these issues. So if you are on a medicated shampoo for like an eczema or an psoriasis or dandruff or anything like that, I would say use in conjunction with.
Beautiful. And just try it out, you know. Our expert Tracy loves to do it multiple times. Maybe try it once a week to see how it works. Some people might be able to do more. I probably wouldn't exceed 3 or more times, especially when we get into the salt treatments. But definitely with the prickly pear, it's such a hydrating mask, especially for those looking for products for beautiful curly hair, beautiful thick curls, thicker hair, coarser hair, beautiful women of color, thicker hair. My friends from Portugal or my friends from South America have that really thick hair. Beautiful for that. So talking about those lovely lasses with that kind of hair, I'm not going to show you product shots of this because why? But let's talk a little bit about our curl line, 2 of our curl and frizz products. So let's start off with the Curl Care and Style product. Sarah, what is this product all about?
So as I mentioned, you know, we're a color and a hair care brand. We don't do a lot of styling products. And for a very, very long time, we did not make styling products because, again, there's a lot of silicones and alcohols and things that can be very drying or damaging to your hair. So Christophe, of course, just found a way to make these styling products that are also beneficial to your hair type. So going back to the curl cream, it is our luxurious curl cream, super lightweight, not sticky, not humectant, and there's also a heat protectant in there to up to 440 degrees. So the star ingredient in this product is flax seed oil. So any girl with curly hair knows flax seed oil is the one that's really going to get in there deep and help smooth out that curl. Something that people with curly hair don't often think about is that, you know, they tend to be drier on their ends because they're natural oils from their scalp. It takes longer to travel down that curl or coil. So this is putting all of that nutrients, all of that nourishment back into your ends, into your dry hair. So it's going to help, you know, redefine that curl. Like I said, it's lightweight, it's not sticky, so you can apply this multiple times a day, multiple times a week, however you fit it into your hair care routine.
So tips all over in wet and dry hair, anything will work. Scent is very lightweight, so for those who especially that have that thicker hair that's harder to dry, this can be applied when it's wet, but it won't have an extreme fragrance. Similar to the next product, the No Frizz. They're both beautiful creamy textures, but the No Frizz is a little bit more milky, where the curl cream is definitely rich and buttery, but not heavy at all. My hand has no residue. If it was a silicone-based hair product, I would feel that right now. It absorbs. You can tell it's beautiful natural oils too. And I love that it has a beautiful heat protectant. So if our curls want to be straight hair, or we want to add some wave or crimping, just age myself there, right? There you go, beautiful heat protectant. So our next for this range is going to be the No Frizz Milk. I believe this too also helps with not only frizz, but also does have some of that heat protectant. It's hydrating, and these are leave-ins too. So tell me a little bit about the frizz, and then we're gonna jump into volume.
Yeah, so very similar to the curl cream, our anti-frizz is going to help, again, any hair type that's dry, super frizzy. I know depending on where you live, this time of year can be tricky because we can go very hot to very cold overnight, and our hair just takes a toll. So the anti-frizz milk is, again, there's a heat protectant in there. It's not sticky at all. It's very, very lightweight, so it's not going to weigh you down. And the magic ingredient in this, which we love, is shea butter. So the shea butter is really going to help it smooth and protect. And again, wet hair, dry hair, you can do it before you heat style, after you heat style. Throw it in your purse, take it with you to the office. You can, you know, fix as you go. One of my personal favorites. Love this one.
So in comparison, I'll do a little close up here if the camera adjusts. So that rich butter there, that's going to be the curl cream. And then our milk is going to be super lightweight. And they're both going to be that free of the heavy, thick silicones that really congest our hair, that we feel, and that gunks up our scalp and just isn't good for our hair overall. There are reasons we might like silicones here and there. Silicones aren't bad, but less is better. And especially if you can get a natural alternative like shea butter, why not do that too? So I have a question in the chat, and this might hit on some other products we're about to mention too, but this is from Jay. I don't know the first name, Jay Angelic. Which product or products would you suggest for those that have naturally curly and thick hair, but like to straighten it often?
Absolutely. So we talk about, you know, getting that nourishment to your hair. So whether you have very, very curly hair that you want to tame but also straighten and heat style, or again, if you're like me who's very fine and you often heat style, I would say definitely you want to go with that heat protectant. Now, going back to the styling products between the curl and the anti-frizz, you might want to do a little mixture of both. If you do your hair curly one day, I would say go with the curl cream. But then if you are straightening and you are concerned of damage, frizz, or anything like that, go with the anti-frizz. And you might want to use that anti-frizz after you heat style. Now, in terms of a product shampoos, masks, treatments, anything like that, definitely the regenerating mask. Like I said, for all those curly haired girls, whether you keep it curly, blow it out straight, whether you chemically style your hair, definitely go with this guy, because that prickly pear seed oil is going to be perfect for any damage. You could also, depending on whether you want a deep treatment once a week, we definitely recommend this scrub. You could also pair it with our regenerating shampoo. It really depends on what you're looking for in your hair care routine.
Beautiful. So I love that we've hit on, for those who now it's going into dryer season, so those hydrating products, but also great for curls, great for frizz, and just rocking your own natural beauty, right? I think we are getting into a beautiful time for hair and brows and makeup that's just rock who you are, show it off, just look natural, and that's what I love about these products. The masks are indulgent. They require you to take care of yourself and just spend a little bit of time for yourself. And then we also do have the line. We won't dive into each product here, but Sarah, can you just generally tell me what the beautiful rose line, because I love rose. The scent of this isn't a synthetic rose. It's not a overly perfumey fragrance. If anything, it's you in a rose field in France in the morning with the dew. So it's actually more green with that very, very light rose hint there. And you will just feel really refreshed with it. We have the styling spray, volumizing spray, and we do have the shampoo currently, and more products to come for the winter assortment. But tell me a little bit about the volumizing rose line.
The volumizing line, if we think back to that Rasoul clay, it's all about volume. So rose water in hair is actually a natural form of a volumizer. Again, we talk about silicone products, and if you want volume, you often have to use hairsprays or other styling products to get that volume. But Christophe took a more natural approach to it using the rose water. Something else that you don't often see paired together, but is very, very common within all of us, is color treated plus volume, right? We either have to shop for a product that has color protection and then a product that helps with volume. But in this whole line, we've really managed to put it all together. So all of our products within the whole Christophe Robin line are color safe, but especially the rose, which it's very, very hard to do with volumizing products. So the volume spray, it's more like a mist. Like Johnny said, it's very lightweight. It's not overpowering. It's a very refreshing rose smell. And you could put it on wet hair, dry hair. If your hair is damp, before you heat style or blow it out, you want to just hit the roots. A question I often get is, well, what about dry shampoos? Christophe does not like dry shampoos for all of the reasons that we talked about, being, natural and everything. So what my little favorite trick to do is after you get out of the gym and maybe you're running short on time or it's just not a day to wash your hair, spritz a little bit of the rose mist on your roots where you tend to be a little more oily, and just hit it quickly with a blow dryer. It's like you have a fresh blowout. Your hair doesn't smell. You have this beautiful lasting rose scent with you throughout the day. So it is a beautiful line. Anyone with volume should really try each of the products within the line, and again, depending on your hair care routine.
And the hair is just so soft with this. I feel like with many volumizing sprays, there's a lot of sea salt sprays out there, or of course your hair sprays, things like that. It's always very thick, crunchy, hard, right? But this isn't per se styling in the aspect of let me spray and hold my hair up. It's the ingredients that stimulate the hair follicle, and they have a beautiful finish. It's lustrous but not shiny, and again, it's a beautiful, beautiful smell too. So love it, love it. Okay, guys. So the last thing that we brought on for our fall assortment for hair from Christophe Robin is something very unique. now that we're all at home in quarantine, not able to get to see our stylist too often, it's nice to have some help with hair color. So these products are not per se a hair dye. They're more of a pickup, hydrate the hair, but also add some color to emphasize our natural color. So tell me a little bit about our color boosters. We offer 2 sizes on Beautytap.com, the big jar and then the pocket packs. But what are these for? How do you use them and what do they do?
So these are color masks, not color depositing, but we like to say color enhancing. So I believe you're holding up the brown, right? The ash brown.
We have warm chestnut. We have 3 colors on Beautytap. We don't have all the sizes right now of each one, but there are there. So we have a warm chestnut. You can tell me in a second who that's for. And then we also have, I want to make sure I get the names right, ash. We have the ash brown, and then we have the baby blonde. So those are the colors we have on Beautytap right now.
So we'll start with the warm chestnut. That color, the warm chestnut, is exactly what it's going to do exactly what it says. It's going to warm up any of your, existing highlights, your existing color. It's not going to cover grays. That's often a question that we get. It's really just enhancing your natural color. So now we're going to fall. Everyone wants to be a little bit warmer. And let's say we have, we've been kissed by the sun all summer. If you put the mask on and you leave it on for, let's say, 30 minutes, you're really just going to caramelize and warm up your existing highlights. Now, if you have very, very dark hair and you put this on, it's not going to give you highlights. You need ammonia and certain colorants to do that. But this, like I said, it's a truly amazing nutrition, lots of nutrients in this mask. It's going to really help heal any damage, put out all of that back, and all that damage we did in the summer. This is just going to put right back in while enhancing our existing tones. Yeah. So there's a color wheel on the bottle here. And you can see the longer you leave it on, the more enhanced your hair is going to get. So think warm chestnut, warming up any highlights, any existing tones.
So for those with that warmer type of brown hair, where we have the ash brown, which, what would you say? Maybe the cooler browns to black, really deep browns. What hair color would this be perfect for?
So any brunette knows that when we oxidize, we kind of turn reddish. And if you like a true cool brown, that's the worst that can happen, right? So this mask is going to bring you back to your true cool brown, cooling down your brown. So you see it almost has like that purplish color to it. That's really going to help, again, get rid of any red, bring you back to that deep color. So maybe you are a little bit warmer and you're like, no, I want to go back, to my true dark color. Leave this mask on. This is going to help get you there.
Beautiful. And then we have the last one for our fall assortment, which is the baby blonde. I wonder who this is for.
So this is for all those blondes that really want to be their true baby blondes. When blondes oxidize, they often can turn different colors. They might go a little warm. They can go a little green if they're, in chlorine. Right now, I think all blondes, if you haven't been to the salon yet, your hair is, thirsty for something because it's been such a warm summer. So this is really going to bring you back to that true blonde, get rid of any ashiness. If you like the ash color in your hair, this is not the mask. This is really going to lighten it, brighten it up, and like I said, bring you back to that blonde.
And again, both are the same product, our pocket packs and our tubs, but just different sizes depending on how often you want to do it. or touch up on the go. Okay, guys, I think we hit all the products. So again, this is our fall assortment for hair. More to come for winter time, but I'm so excited for having this brand on Beautytap.com. We brought it over, as you guys can see, for its amazing ingredients, its technology, and its professional backing from Christophe Robin himself. So let's finish off the call. You guys loved it. All I see is pretty much love for these products and wanting to try them. Don't see many questions. I do have a few though. So is the rose mist safe for hair extensions?
Absolutely. Like I said, it's very natural. It's you can put it through the extensions right onto your scalp, right on your hair. It's almost going to give you like an extra clean. So going back to what I said about that dry shampoo, but yes, they are safe for for hair extensions.
Beautiful. So the color boosters, again, do not cover grays. They're not hair color. We've confirmed that. But I do have a question in the chat function. Is there a way that mama with her grays can use it? Would maybe the baby blonde just say if she wants to rock her grays, right? Mm-hmm. Or I have a gentleman who wants to rock the salt and pepper. I'm not speaking about myself, I swear I'm not. Would I use that baby blonde? It might emphasize some of the grays in a way we want to do it.
Sure, yeah. So it'll make the baby blonde is going to make your grays a little bit cooler, meaning that they won't be so yellowy or ashy. They're going to be more cool, more bright. But yes, it's not going to cover them. It will enhance them.
Now, everybody's hair is at different length. So this might be a hard question to ask, but would you say there's a certain amount of times we can use I keep saying baby pack, the pocket pack over the pots of the color boosters? Do you have a general kind of idea how much one might last over the other? It's a hard question to kind of ask though.
It's a hard question because we all wash our hair differently. I'm personally, I try not to, but I love the smell of these masks. So when I use my ash brown, I tend to over scoop just because the smell is amazing. But I would say if you're going to use the pocket and you have like maybe a little longer than my medium length hair, you can probably get like 4 uses out of it. Whereas the jar is going to be more of an investment and it'll last long term. We do recommend using these. If you're using them on a regular basis, I would say for every 5 shampoos, 3 to 5 shampoos. So with that, you can have, maybe the pocket lasts you a couple weeks, maybe a few months, depending on your hair length. The jar is going to last a little bit longer, maybe about 6 months.
Sounds great. Okay, guys, I think we learned a lot about premium hair care. We learned what Christophe created, and now everybody should try it out too. So before we finish up this amazing Beautytap Talks, I just want to thank you, Sarah. Thank you so much for jumping on this amazing call. Thank you for showcasing everybody on Facebook. Eventually, you're going to be on YouTube and Instagram too with us. So thank you so much. Check out all the products on Beautytap.com if you're on Facebook. There's so many amazing products and new products all the time. You can comment, ask questions. Our beauty experts and advisors will help answer them. And we can even get you connected with one if you want to. Just email us too. So some things before we finish off the call. And guys, we don't have Christophe yet on our sample program, but we will. And make sure that you go check out our beautiful sample program because we offer so much beautiful products, skincare, hair care, everything in between. And we want to make sure you try it out. Christophe, we will be putting some of their masks on soon, so stay tuned with that because we will get it. And I got my code here. There you go. Sorry about that, guys. I want to make sure I get the code. So the code is Chris, CHRIS 10, and I'm going to put it right here for you on the screen. There you go. Let me make sure I get this right for you guys. And it's going to be 10% off of the brand Christophe Robin on Beautytap.com. use that. You have a whole week to use it. From today till the 7th, it's October, can't believe it. And then our next live event. So just like we focused at here today, we're continuing into the fall season with beautiful hair, and we're going with another amazing European brand called Grow Gorgeous. So the Grow Gorgeous live demo Beautytap Talks, just like we did today, is going to be next Thursday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And we will, if you are connected to Beautytap advisors, they will have the registration info, or you can go onto our Facebook and click on the events page for the Grow Gorgeous events. So, saying that, giving away products, learning about hair, I just want to thank you guys. I'm going to put this screen up again in 1 second, so I will end it. But hey guys, let's thank our beauty expert, Sarah, for being on the call. Feel free to jump off mute. If you're on a Zoom, you can't do that on Facebook, but you could do it on Zoom. So I want to thank you so much, Sarah, for teaching us how to have beautiful hair.
Absolutely, my pleasure.